Alright, let's go. Alright guys, so today's video is going to be a review of the Nomatic Travel Pack. As you can see right here, I also have this Wandered Beer backpack here just for reference. But I just came back from a trip from Seattle, Washington. So I spent about a week there. I stayed with some friends, had a really great time, but this is what we're talking about today. So I traveled with the Nomatic Travel Pack on my week stay there, and I just gotta say that this is one of my favorite bags I've ever used for travel. Bottom line, better than most bags I've ever used. But yeah, today I'm just going to talk about the pros and cons about this and stuff I really liked. But before we get into that, I just want to say who this bag is for. So I don't want you guys just buying this bag just because I say it's good. I want you to buy the bag that fits your needs the best. So I'm just going to be going over who this bag is for. Oh, by the way, I forgot, it's the new year. It's 2020, new possibilities, new beginnings, and new videos. So let's get right into it. So if you're a person looking for a weekend type of bag, then this bag is for you. Currently it's in its 30-liter form. When I went to Seattle, I brought an extra camera gear, so I brought a bunch of batteries. I also brought my gimbal, so I'll show you in a little bit what that looks like. So if you're going on a weekend trip without camera gear, this 20-liter version is enough space just for that. This is perfect. And if you're going with camera gear, you can expand it to 30 and you can throw extra gear inside here. For example, I have the Xeon Weeble S inside here. Can you believe that? That's right. And I haven't unpacked yet. Packed all my clothes, and I still have my laptop in here. Like I said, also the gimbal. I have a bunch of like little accessories like the batteries and little toiletries up here in front. So if you're a person looking for a weekend type of trip with or without camera gear, this is perfect for you. So you can also use this bag for short-term travel. And when I say it's short-term travel, I mean just like a week or less. So I stayed there for about a week, and this 30-liter bag was able to hold everything I need. So I pretty much traveled carry-on only with this holding just all the things that I don't need and all my clothes, while I use this Wandered Beer for all the stuff I need right away. So I kept this by me on the plane. So I also want to mention who this bag is not for. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm not saying that you can't use these bags for these things I'm going to mention, but in my opinion, I wouldn't use it for these things, but you're still free to use it for these situations. And the first situation being a work bag. I don't know, for me, I don't see myself using this as a work bag because it is kind of big. I'd go for a more simpler bag. Next thing I wouldn't use this for is a day pack. I don't know, for me, it's just kind of big for a day pack. Although this is 18 liters and the unexpanded version of this is 20 liters, I might have to rethink that. Maybe I'll test it out in the future, what it's like as a day pack, but as of right now, I wouldn't use it as a day pack, but you guys are surely free to do so yourself. And the last use case I would not use this for is long-term travel. So anything longer than like a week. I was able to fit about 1 week's worth of clothes in here, along with some camera gear like a gimbal and just like toiletries. But anything longer than a week, like say 2 weeks, a month, this is probably not gonna be for you. I know that some people can travel with less stuff. Some people don't travel with camera gear, some people do, like me. So as a person who makes videos and brings like a big camera along with some extra camera gear, I wouldn't recommend this for anything longer than a week, because you just have just enough room for about a week, and then if you want to pack some extra carry-on stuff, then you can. So that's a little bit about what this bag is good for and what it's not good for. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I'll be sure to answer them. So now I'm gonna go into the pros and the cons of this bag and my overall thoughts after traveling with it this past trip. So the first thing I want to talk about is how comfortable it feels, and I'm about 5'6". This is what it looks like on top of me. I can say that this is about 15 pounds, I believe. I don't know, I don't really know. I'm just guessing. But if I had to give my best guess, it would have to be it's about 15 pounds with a gimbal, some clothes, and extra like toiletries, and all the stuff that I need for travel. But from here, it actually feels not that bad. It's actually very comfortable compared to other bags I've tried before. I like how this one has very, very good back support, and right here, right on the lining of your back is very soft mesh material. So it's very, very nice. It's very comfortable, and I didn't find myself ever being uncomfortable when you know, walking around with this bag. So the next feature about this bag that I really love is this, being able to stand up just like that. This is kind of like one of those features where you don't really know you need, but then you know you don't really know you need, but when you actually have it, you like you actually have it, it's actually, oh, this is kind of like one of those features where you don't think you need, but when you actually have it, you're really glad you have it. This is just great because, you know, I hate when bags fall down. So the other one, the Wandered Veer right here, it doesn't have that feature. It doesn't stand up on its own. It's quite a small bag, but look at that. It just pretty much just, oh, it's that, just kidding. Once you're going through TSA, the top right here is where the laptop is. Super easy to pull out, and you can take it out with the bag still standing up. And once you're done with TSA, slide it back in, zip it up, and then you're good. So this next part I really want to highlight is this front pocket organization. So if you look right here in the front pocket, there's just a lot of just little places that you can just stick things. I have like a wire here. I put my memory card case here. I put some extra earphones just in case the other ones died. Camera batteries and all kinds of stuff inside this pocket, and I really, really appreciate this pocket. Like, I don't know, there's just so much organization. It's just awesome. But like I said earlier, it's currently in its 30-liter expansion setting. Is that how you... configuration, that's a better word. Configuration. This is how I was able to pack a gimbal in here. Just a short disclaimer, don't do what I did when packing this drone, because I don't know how healthy this was for the drone. You guys can scold me in the comment section, but if you open it up here, so this is the main pocket of the bag. So this is where I kept all my clothes, while this is where I kept the gimbal. So I just had it just right in here, just kind of sitting in there, just like that. I don't know how good or bad this was for the gimbal, but I tried to make up for it by putting like some very, very soft clothes. So I have my jogger pants right here, so that when it closed up, it was hitting this nice soft area. What's also cool about this is that I didn't have extra room for this jacket, and there's no room in here to close it up, but there's also no room in here. So I grabbed the jacket, I just kind of put it in this area, and due to the expansion right here, there you go. It was able to close, so that's really, really nice. And look, it's standing. I can't mention this enough. So I also want to highlight the nice sleek design. So if you just look at it, this looks like a very normal bag. Look at that, just very, you know, just normal. It's just very normal. But then I just like how the sleek design, it's a nice gray, you know, very low profile color. And I can really tell that the guys there at Nomatic put a lot of thought into this, because this is a very thoughtful bag.
Hey Freely, your videos are awesome.
Thanks, buddy. So one of the great things about this bag is that it's water resistant. This material is very water resistant. The bag itself as a whole isn't waterproof. Like, I wouldn't throw this into a lake and expect all the contents inside to be dry, but I was able to go snowboarding in Washington. We went down to Crystal Mountain. So it started snowing while we were there, and you know, snow, water, you know, electronics, they don't really mix. But I have to report to you guys that is not a problem. If you're storing your electronics in this bag, you can be 100% sure, but don't sue me, that your electronics will be safe in this bag. I just noticed how like sponsory and like very markety I'm sounding about this bag, but just to let you guys know, I am not sponsored by this, and these are all my thoughts. I just really like their bags. They like I said, they put a lot of thought into it.
Awesome.
For this demonstration, I'm going to just show you guys just how thoughtful this bag is, with a little demonstration I call the overhead bin and the airplane demonstration. I just made that up right now. If you want to imagine with me, say you're on the airplane and you have this bag and you're gonna put it in the overhead bin, because obviously this is kind of big for under the seat. If you have that 30 liters and 20 liters, you might be able to, but don't quote me on that. Pretend this is the overhead bin, right? So this is the overhead bin in the airplane. So if I ever needed to get something from the bag, this is how easy it would be to retrieve that item. So say I wanted my laptop. The pockets are right here. It's easy access to your laptop sleeve. Just like that. That's how cool this was. See, but not only that, you still have the ability to slide it. Oh dang. To slide it back in, and that was not hard at all. And you might be saying, cool, only the laptop, but no, if you're smart enough and you plan ahead. So there's also a zipper right here, and if you plan enough ahead, you can put some extra stuff that you might need. Say you need an extra shirt, you can plan to pack your bag in such a way that you put the stuff you need at this part of the bag and you'll be able to easily access it. But not only that, you also have access to that top pocket where you can keep small items, and also this is a little bit of a stretch, but that front pocket, but I wouldn't suggest reaching for that one. And putting it in the overhead bin is easy enough, but taking it out has never been easier. Take a look at that. Such an easy extract from that overhead bin. And this handle up on top is a real MVP, because as I was waiting for my flight, of course I had the Nomatic on my back, but I also had this in my hand, and it was quite heavy because I had brought food, my Switch was in here, my camera was in here. But after holding it for a while, this handle, it's really thin, right? And just gets really hard on your fingers. Also, the Brevity roll top is just like that. It's just kind of like this material. I don't know what it's called. We'll just call it uncomfortable material. This is like really soft and great for handling. So I'm just gonna beat the dead horse here. Every single aspect of this bag was very well thought out and very thoughtful, and you can tell that they put a lot of knowledge, blood, sweat, and tears into this bag. So as I was editing this video, I realized I forgot to mention the cons about this backpack. And honestly, I forgot to mention it because, well, I don't really have any cons with this bag. But if I had to really give you guys a con about this bag, it would have to be like a nitpick. And it would be these water bottle holders. And yes, these water bottle holders are great because it has the magnets and it's like stretchy, so it can fit multiple sizes. But I just feel like it's a really tight fit for these Hydro Flask. This one I have here is a 32 ounce. So once I fit it in, it's kind of hard to get inside of here. So it's a really tight fit, and then when you take it out, of course, you know, the magnets keep it really close to the bag and very sleek. But other than that, this is a really great bag. So this is actually like a very light review of the Nomatic Travel Pack. I didn't want to get too in depth of it because there's just a lot of things that are just going on inside of here, and I just want to go over my favorite aspects of it. This has to be one of my favorites I've ever used. It's just great. So if you're on the fence about buying this backpack because of its price, I assure you that the price is exactly what you pay for, and you're getting a very thoughtful bag and very durable bag in addition to that. And they also have lifetime warranty. So I mean, even if your bag does break or, you know, something's wrong with it, you can always reach out to their customer support. So thank you guys so much for watching this review video about the Nomatic Travel Pack. If you guys want more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. And if you guys like videos about cameras and camera tech, be sure to subscribe for that also. But yeah, without further ado, this is the Nomatic Travel Pack, and this is Freely, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, I'll see you guys. Is it hot in here?